Everybody, it's Jessica again, and today I want to talk to you about how the pandemic affected the international trade show industry. I just started a new job as a business development manager for Emblem Cranberry, a producer and exporter of cranberries. One of my main tasks is to find new sources of leads. Before the pandemic, we were assisting to 8 or 9 trade shows a year. Now with the pandemic, everything has been shut down and we don't know when we will be able to meet in person again. So we need to find new ways to reach out to our potential customers. Why are trade shows important? Well, first of all, because they are a source of leads, and also it is a good way to promote your products, especially in the food industry where your customers want to taste and see your product. It is a great way to build relationships with current or future customers, to do market survey on what your competitors are doing, what are the major trends in the industry, and also to meet with current clients. The international trade shows industry is gigantic. According to the Center of Exhibition Research, there were approximately 9,400 B2B trade shows and exhibitions held in the US in 2019, contributing to $101 billion to the nation's GDP. There are also affecting associations, hotels, restaurants, exhibition centers, and marketing and logistics companies. During the pandemic, those companies have found a way to reach out to customers and to continue those international trade shows. The alternatives have been online trade shows, online matchmaking platform where the company is in charge of making match with buyers and sellers, online networking where you can assist conference and chat in the networking room, and also one of the alternatives for some companies like us is to have local representatives in trade shows that are still taking place. You can see in the picture, this was our booth in last October when we participated in the CIAL China, and we had 2 local representatives to assist in the trade show since we were still quarantining in Quebec City. But those alternatives have brought a lot of inconvenience. First of all, there is a low rate of participation in the online shows. People are not as excited as if they were going to a show in person, taking a flight, and this is very hard to reach to people and to get meetings during those shows. Also, I have found from my personal experience that the matchmaking those companies are making are not efficient. It is harder to find the right buyers or the right sellers when it is online. When you are in a trade show and people are coming to your booth, then you know that they need your product, but on an online platform, it can be hard to find the right target. Also, those events are not proactive. They open the platform only when the event is starting, so you cannot book meetings before. This is not the case in all of the shows, but some of the shows are not open until the real show is happening and you are in your virtual booth. So this is something that we found really hard to work with. Also, the platforms are not always user-friendly, and in this industry, some people are not used to technology, so it's hard to get on the platform. It's hard to understand how it works. Sometimes it's in different languages, so there's definitely an inconvenience to that. Also, one major inconvenience is that time zones are a problem in the organization of trade shows. If you're participating in a trade show in China, then you will have to wake up super early or do meetings very late at night to be able to reach out to your customers. And this is very hard because when you're in person, you have the full 3 days to have meeting, while if you participate in an online show, you only have the morning or the night to book meetings. And finally, it is very disruptive for current business when you are attending to a trade show, you don't have to take care of all of the current business, while when you are in your company and you're doing an online trade show, you have other things going on that is hard to coordinate with the show. So what is the future of the international trade show industry? Well, there is still a need for face-to-face meetings. A lot of my customers have told me I cannot wait to get back to normal and that we can see each other again in trade shows. So there is still a need for those events, and they are very important in all industries. There are indicators that the trade show industry will restart soon. For example, I have received 2 emails of 2 new international shows, one in China and one for the US market that will be taking place in fall 2021. So this is a very good indicator. And also there are some shows that are taking place right now. I've mentioned that in China there are still shows for the local market, so this is also a great indicator. And finally, I think that technology will still have an important place in trade shows after the pandemic. This had forced us to adapt and to find new ways of communicating, and I think that this aspect will be continuing in the future. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to watch your videos. Goodbye.